Hello and welcome to week 4, day 3. And today it's all about sleep. Now, sleep is not something you can actively control, like going out for a walk or what you eat. So it's a slightly different focus we need to have about sleep. And it's really best to try not to worry too much about it because you can't actively control it. But what you can control is how long you stay in bed or you get to bed and when you get up. And it's good to aim for 8 hours of what's called sleep opportunity. That's the time you're in bed trying to sleep, so that's like, head down on the pillow with your eyes shut, not scrolling through your phone or watching the TV. So think about, do you have 8 hours of sleep opportunity? And then if you really do struggle with getting off to sleep or getting back to sleep if you wake in the night, then I've got over 30 tips for improving sleep in my book. And if you don't have the book, I'm going to put a link to the sleep chapter in the email as well. So you can maybe have a read of that there. So if you struggle with sleep, it's important to try to do the things that will help. And things like having, a comfortable bed, the room not too hot if possible. Lots of different things you can do. Darkness, having it quiet. So you might have to have eye mask and earplugs, various different things, but trying not to worry too much because it isn't something we can actively control in the way we can with our exercise and our food. So for our relaxation today, I want to introduce you to the physiological sigh. And this is where you breathe in and you fill your lungs fairly full, and then you take an extra sip of air and really fill your lungs. And the idea of this is that it opens up the bottom of your lungs, lets more oxygen in and more carbon dioxide out. And it's been shown to be a really relaxing breath. And I do find if I'm struggling to get back to sleep in the middle of the night, aiming to do 10 of these really is very helpful to get me back to sleep. So breathing in. So that extra sip of air, I'm exaggerating slightly. You can do it in a much more relaxed way, but and if you watch babies sleeping, you quite often see that they naturally do that. They breathe in, then they take this extra little one. And you also notice that dogs do it as well. You'll see then they're asleep and they're breathing in, then they just do this extra little one. So it's very well known to be a relaxing breath. So thanks for joining me, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.